But, yeah, I think maybe because it's a Saturday morning and that too on winter, so a few of the peoples haven't joined in. And don't worry, we'll have the batch scheduled next week, so you'll have plenty of people there. But for today's session, you should be glad that we are less number. And what you can do is um, make sure that you keep the session as engaging as possible. Feel free to ask as many questions, ask any um, doubts, concerns which you have in the chat, or use the mic to share out your concerns with everyone and me, so that we can address that specific issue at specific point of time. Um, we'll take up all the questions simultaneously. If in case your question will be addressed, is supposed to be addressed in the upcoming slides, we'll pause that question and we'll take up that question at the later stage. Hope that's clear. And feel free to use the mic and the chat, whatever is comfortable with you. There's no specific um, guidelines about using either of them, but just ensure that when you are not speaking up, you just keep yourself on mute. Superb. Let's get started. My name is Divya Mahajan, and I'm part of product team at Digital Vidya. Um, my role here is about designing and developing the training material or training as a product for ensuring that you all are the course you all get and the style of course you get is actually in sync with the industry standards. So, if you need any help in the future, if you have any suggestions, any feedback, feel free to drop me an email so that we can address those issues. We can work upon those suggestions and we ensure that our trainings program is as per the industry guidelines and is able to make you really able to make you industry ready. So, before actually starting, considering we are less number of people in today's session, I would like to understand from all of you regarding what you are and why did you join the course. So, just maybe in 5 to 6 words, just tell us what you are doing currently and why did you join the course. You can also speak up. You can use the chat and share out why you joined the course and what you are doing currently. For example, I'm into sales at the company name, and I joined Digital Vidya to actually get into a marketing profile. Over to you guys. Super. Thanks for sharing, Abhishek. Abhishek has just completed his MBA in marketing and is running a business. So you have joined the course to um, is it for enhancing or marketing your business, or is it for a job or a career in digital marketing? Priyanka, I've stopped sharing your webcam. It's basically because it gets distracting for others, and at the same time, it takes up a lot of your bandwidth. So you might face up some internet issues as you move forward. Superb. So Abhishek has joined for value addition. What about others? Why did you join the course, and what are you doing at this point of time? Okay, while everyone is putting in, I just want to share that this session would be for 1.5 hour and at max of 1.5 hour because we might actually end up by 11 o'clock as well because we are less number of people in the session. Um, so it's purposely because we want you to actually try out the assignment and it requires a lot of efforts and time to complete this week's assignment. So we have kept the very first session for a shorter period so that you can save on the next 1.5 hour and work on creating your online presence and running it out properly. So I got a few more responses. Sonali is into banking operations with Barclays and is here to learn dynamics of marketing because I want to switch the job also. Super. Thank you so much for sharing, Sonali. We also have Priyanka. She is heading media unit of Goal and wishes to understand um, how ministers use SM social media to disseminate public schemes. Thank you so much for sharing, Priyanka. Oh, it's GOI, Government of India. Super. Okay, only Barkha hasn't shared yet. I think rest all of you have shared. Barkha, I believe you are typing in. Okay. Um, so in today's session, we'll discuss about the course structure. We'll discuss about what are the challenges which you might face while learning digital marketing and what are the challenges every digital marketer is also facing. Post that, we'll discuss about the skill sets which are required to become digital marketer. And then we'll talk about some common pitfalls which is common amongst our participants and we don't want you to face that. Post which we'll share our expectations with you regarding being a digital Vidyas training participant or a digital Vidyarthi as you call it. Um, and then we'll have a discussion about your assignment for the very first week. So if you have any questions regarding building an online presence, regarding building up a website, building up a blog, anything like that, we'll take up all such questions in the end. So just bear with us and keep those questions sparked. You can also share them if you already have some in mind over here. But we'll take up all these questions at the end of the session because that's where we'll have an understanding of why do we need an online presence and why we are building up a blog. So let's get started with the course overview. If you guys can see it on my screen, the green person over here is you, and there are key three things which we actually have designed and we have in a system which will directly impact your learnings. The very first one is the live session, like what you are attending today. You will have plenty of live sessions probably surely on every Saturday, and you might also have some on the weekday or a Sunday if you have enrolled for a um, 3 months batch or a short fast track course. So make sure you attend all the live session because that's where the learning is happening. We have a team of training expert trainers who have actually led biggest of the campaigns, digital marketing campaigns of the country, and these trainers are available just during the session period. So you can't really approach them outside the session. So if you have any questions which you want just to trainer to answer those questions, you need to get that query raised in the live session. Also, um, I believe that there are plenty of chances that you are traveling during a specified time. You are not at your home. You are not carrying your PC or desktop. So, what I suggest all of you is to download the GoToMeeting app. I'm typing down the name. Just download this app on your mobile phone because you can join the session from here directly. If not, you are able to join it from a desktop or a laptop. Plus, it also takes up lesser bandwidth as compared to a desktop laptop. So, if you are facing internet issues, then also you can switch to a mobile phone. But considering the screen is small, that's the only challenge which I feel with the mobile phone. But if you're comfortable with that, then it's completely fine. You can attend the sessions through that. And if in case you're neither able to attend the sessions from mobile phone, nor you are available for attending it from your desktop or computer, I suggest you, or in fact, you must watch through the recording of the previous session, before coming up for your next session. So, what I mean is, if you miss out the very first session of social media marketing, like which is Introduction to Social Media and Facebook, you need to attend or watch through the recording of that specific session before coming up for the next session, which is social media, which is advanced Facebook marketing. Also, ensure that we usually send out the recordings within 3 to 4 working days. But if you face any issues, you can just refer to um, a previous session recording, which will be available for this access, for getting yourself updated with what happened in the previous session. Does this make sense? Any questions here, guys, about the live session or the recordings? Thank you so much for confirming, guys. Just ensure that we keep it engaging. Thank you so much. Other than the live session, we have the assignments. So these are a major place or major things which will actually help you implement the learning. So assignments are majorly a part where you learn doing things hands on. So trainer will teach you things in the session. Trainer will show you how to do it. Trainer will show you how it's done in the best way and will also give you some tips to crack it out. But assignments is the place where you will be implementing things on your own. So for example, if you're learning Facebook advertising today, your assignment will be about creating a Facebook ad for your own business or for any brand on your own Facebook account. So there's high chances that you face a lot of issues, a lot of challenges while doing that. So do not skip any assignments. Firstly, not just because it's the certification will not be issued if you don't do assignment. For certification, it's mandatory to actually complete all the assignment, but it will also impact your hands-on learning. So ensure that you learn everything throughout and implement it hands-on so that you don't miss out on anything. Along with that, ensure that you ask in questions about your assignment either in the Q&A platform or in the live session. So if you want your query to be answered immediately or in like 12, 24 to 48 hours, just ask that query in the Q&A platform. Otherwise, you can wait till the live session and ask the trainer the specific query um, to get answered, to be answered immediately. Plus, these assignments will actually be evaluated by our team of training assistants. These people have been trained to actually become or help you out with learning digital marketing. So they will be reviewing your assignments. They will be answering your queries on the Q&A platform. They'll be doing the research for you. Plus, they'll also be checking in with the trainers regarding the quality and what kind of response is it. and just ensure that you keep, plus they'll also evaluate and approve when you disapprove your assignment. So for example, if your assignment is not as per my expectation, I'll disapprove your assignment, so you have to resubmit that assignment as well. Don't worry, we'll not be assessing you on the number of disapprovals you get, on the number of reworks you have to be done, that gets to be done, but it's majorly because we want you to learn the things as per our industry requirements. Is it clear, guys? Any questions till now about assignments, about Q&A platform? I believe you all know, um, or I just tell you out that all these things, the learning, the live session access, the assignments, and the Q&A platform is accessible from your LMS. So you just have to log into the LMS. You'll see Q&A platform on the left hand side, live session schedule on the left hand side, and assignments are available in each course. So you probably have just one or two course or modules in your LMS. That's because um, we'll give you other course access as you proceed forward with the program. Next up, we have the coordinators. I hope all of you have shared your coordinator's phone number at in your phone by now. If you haven't, just do it immediately or do it after the session, because these are the people who will be your POC throughout the course. So, and even after that. So once you have the coordinator, all your concerns or your requirements needs to be addressed through the coordinator only. So if you're facing any challenges, if you're not able to attend the sessions, if you're not able to complete the assignments, if you need a break, if you don't like a trainer, if you're not liking the style, if you have any specific preference regarding a particular module, if you want to get recording of some different module which is more advanced and which will come in the future, you can ask all such requirements through your coordinator directly. Drop them an email, give them a call. I believe they'll respond to you immediately. If not, you can just drop them an email. If the thing is not really urgent, it can wait. Dropping an email is the best option because that assures that you'll get a response. Otherwise, I also suggest you all to should save the support number, because there are chances as that the coordinator is on leave or the coordinator is not really accessible at their phone at that particular point of time, and they might miss a call. So in such situation, if you need immediate support, I suggest you all to save the support team's phone number, um, so that you don't get lost or become, or it doesn't really becomes difficult for you to manage things out. If you need any kind of information regarding your invoicing, your payment, installment system, sales coordinators are the right person to address you out. These people are the one who probably have to help you with making the decisions of enrolling into Digital Vidya. So just reach out to them and ensure that you ask such questions to them immediately. And a placements team member will actually come in place when you are on the verge of completing the course. So it can be like you might get some internship opportunities in between the course, but as far as full time placements are concerned, they will approach you once you are on the verge of completing the course. So just ensure that till that time you are working on your learnings only. Do the assignments, learn the content, do everything very sincerely and ensure that you are keeping yourself abreast with what's happening in the industry. But at the same time, expect or do not expect the placements happening in next 1.5 month or so. Also, if you are stuck somewhere, if you don't know whom to approach at any point of time, just approach your coordinator and everything else will be taken care of. So don't worry if you are not sure whether you know where to go, if you need placement support or anything like that. Just reach out to your coordinator and they'll guide you through. Any questions? Okay. I have, and so it's my time to ask you all a question. Just ensure that you have your mind, you are listening to the question. The question is, what do you think are the common challenges which every digital marketer is facing and you might also face in the future? Starting now, considering today is your first step to start your digital marketing journey. I'm repeating the question. What do you think are the challenges which a digital marketer is facing, and what challenges which you also will face starting today as a digital marketer? I've got one response, that is competition. Thanks, Saeed. What about others? What do you think are the challenges which a digital marketer is facing? Hasnain is agreeing with competition. Super. Attracting customers. Yeah, so got it. And why do you think that um, attracting customer or competition is a problem? Is it because why there's so much competition? Why it is difficult to attract the customers? Patience, not really. That's not the main reason. Yes, it's vastly growing field. Superb. Yeah, that's the kind of answer I was looking for. Sonali, thank you so much. And say thank you. You picked it right. And Sonali has shared because large number of people are into digital marketing. Absolutely. So these two things are the main reason of why what challenge every digital marketer is facing. As I shared, it's really vast and it's growing at such a high pace. Every year Google actually launches, like in the year 2017 Google launched around 700 plus updates, that 800 plus updates that particular year, which meant like there were more than two updates happening every day. So in order to keep yourself abreast with what's happening, you need to be really active on all the digital channels. You need to be really active on what's happening, how things are moving, what tools are present, where the users are, and multiple things like that. So, for example, Twitter was one of the core marketing channel a few years back, But especially this year, it has just lost its era because even people have stopped using Twitter or have moved out from Twitter. At the same time, Instagram has become such an important tool to learn, implement, and do things like on um, ad on or where the users are actually running out or belonging to. So Instagram has become a really important channel, while Snapchat just got its a space. Now it has just removed back more. So every time there's a different tool which needs to be taken care of, and TikTok has actually is starting gaining popularity. It's still not there. I'm not sure whether it will be, but as you got it, it keeps on changing, and you need to keep yourself abreast with where your users are moving. At the same time, everyone will give you a different perspective. Like Sonali shared, the competition is really high because there are a lot of people in digital marketing and entering the world as a digital marketer. So whether it is me, whether it is someone who has 10 years of experience, or whether it is you, we all can call ourselves as the digital marketer. But for me, we all have different experiences as a digital marketer. While Abhishek has just joined in as an entrepreneur who just did his MBA and is working on a business and is taking care of digital marketing campaigns of his business. I, on the other hand, has an exposure to digital marketing because I'm into the training space. I may not be an expert of digital marketing campaigns, but I know how things work. I know I've not really implemented things, but I know how everything works. While if I compare myself to someone who is more senior to me, he or she might have actually had an experience of like 10 years of complete execution of digital marketing. So all of us can call ourselves digital marketer, but who is right and what decision should we take should be dependent upon that individual's choice. So for Abhishek, even I can give him suggestions, or a more senior professional can also give him an suggestion. But decision that needs to be taken care of needs to be Abhishek's strategy and Abhishek's business requirement so that he don't miss out what his business objective was. Plus, here's a tip for people, all of you. I'm dividing you into three categories. Just listen to this carefully. The very first category is freshers or people who with less than 3 years of experience, like the ones who have just started out their career, who are going to start out their career. For all of you, you need to focus on the green modules because maximum job opportunities are available here. Whether it is search engine marketing, which is Google Ads, email marketing, which is the emails that you get on through Jabong, Myntra, Flipkart, Amazon on your inbox, social media marketing like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, all those places where people belongs to, and search engine optimization, which is like Google, where you actually expand and improve your business, your website's ranking, and ensure that it ranks on Google search results without paying out to Google. So, maximum job opportunities are available here. You learn what all these things are as you move forward in the course. But if you are someone who is a senior level professional and or is looking for a managerial level job, it can be 10 years of experience, 20 years of experience, or 5 to 7 years of experience based upon what profile you have. If you're looking for a managerial level job, you need to have an understanding of all these modules. along with inbound marketing and web analytics. Inbound marketing is an online version of pull marketing, where you actually are building or establishing a brand for your own business, and where you are requesting people to share their details, enter your website, download the free ebook, register for the free webinar, um, subscribe to your blog, anything which you're providing to the users for free of cost, just to ensure that, or just to give them a taste of your product. That's inbound marketing. Along with that, we also have web analytics, which actually shows you your website data about where the users are coming from, how they are interacting, which products they are buying, which products they are not buying, which products they are adding to the cart but not leaving it out. So, if you are a senior level professional, considering you'll also be making up some business decisions. We want you to have an understanding of all these modules so that you are not just execution ready, you're also business strategy ready. And the third category is for people who are an entrepreneur or who are here for business growth. Even for you, you need to have an understanding of all these modules, not just because you will be implementing all these modules on your business, but also because of two main reasons: that considering you have limited bandwidth available, after trying out all these modules, you can just focus on the ones which are working well for your business and which you think that is where the right audience belongs to. So, um, yeah, that's the first reason. And second reason is also because you will be expanding your business very soon, and you'll probably hand over the marketing activities to someone else. In that case, you can just share out or reach out to people, and manage the activities and review your team's performance to avoid any kind of wastage and any kind of sloppy work. Does this make sense? Any questions about this particular slide, guys? WA stands for Web Analytics, where you actually learn where the users are coming from, how they are interacting with your website. Um, it's more of your website's data, which shows you how much time they spent, what is the average time, which is the most frequently visited page, whether the people are coming from Facebook, Instagram, Google search, ads which are running. And they also tell you conversions about how many people are converting from web analytics, from Google ads which you are running, how many people are coming from Facebook. So it gives you a data of your website's user. That's basically it. It gives you your business insights. Like if you um, treat it from an offline point of view, it gives you a data that how many steps people have taken, which is the most visited bay, which is the most watched product, which product was tried the maximum number of time, which product was always left out at the cash counter, and multiple such information. Superb. So let's move forward. Some not so happening truths about digital marketing: it is really not possible to learn everything in digital marketing, and we can actually teach you each technique for a period of like 6 months. If you ask me to teach you social media for 6 months, we can do that, but we don't do, because we have designed the course in such a way that it gives you or lands you from a beginner level profile to someone who is an intermediate or an advanced level professional. While I can show you that there is no other course which is as extensive as our course, at the same time, you need to put in efforts to ensure that you are landing closer to an expert level profile than just an intermediate level individual. Make sure you do things hands on, make sure you implement things on the live website, on the live businesses, so that you don't miss out on the learning, and ensure that you also talk out to people to understand what's happening and what's the latest strategy or business decisions that are being taken care of. Also, think of this course as the starting point to your digital marketing journey. You can't really compete or compare this course as make this course as your end point, because there's a lot of learning which needs to be done frequently and at a continuous basis. So treat this course as just the starting point. Um, the course actually has two delivery methods. While one, the very first one is like the usual one where you attend the session, like day session, you will do the quiz, you'll do the task, which is your assignment afterwards, and then you'll come again for the live session, which will be of a next topic. All your core module and plenty of the specialization modules will be done in this method, but there are some modules which are more advanced modules which will be covered or which will be done in a different methodology, which we call it as 2.0 methodology, because you will be learning things in the video lessons. All the training part, all the learning part will be done in the video based lessons, which is self paced. You need to do the quiz, you need to do the assignment. After that, you will come in for the live session. So it's majorly like you need to do everything before you actually come in and talk to our trainers. The purpose of this is to ensure that you have plenty of understanding. Um, you already know the concept and you already have tried it out in the task, so that in the live session we'll only discuss the practice part, the challenges which you face, and we discuss the advanced topic, advanced areas of of that particular topic and explore them. So just four of the all the modules will be covered in this particular format. So make sure that for these four modules you watch through the recording beforehand and before coming in for the live session. When you'll get the access to these four sessions, you will also get an email stating out that it's a different process. So do not worry that you will miss out on anything. Any questions about this? Okay. So, another question from me to all of you is, what do you think are the skill sets which are required by a digital marketer other than digital marketing skills? What do you think are the skill sets which companies ask for or which you will be using while implementing digital marketing in the future? Social awareness, So we also got creativity with closing sales. Superb. What about others? Uh, my question was, what do you think are the skill sets which are required by a digital marketer other than digital marketing knowledge? Attractive content, knowing your audience, yeah, human psychology. So I can put all these things into basic marketing skill sets, whether it is knowing your audience, designing customer persona, and designing customer strategy, and knowing customer psychology actually, general knowledge that's required for all the roles. So here's my answer to all of you. Um, let's firstly talk about the optional skill sets. Um, considering you all are from different or diverse domain or background, there is a chance that you all will be having an understanding of any one of the optional skill sets as well. So if you're someone who knows designing, graphic designing, UX, UI designing, that's an advantage for you. If you're someone who knows coding or who is from a technical or an engineering background, that's also an advantage for you. If you're someone who knows some languages, some programming languages like Python, R, CS, R, SAS, anything like that, it's an advantage. And if you are someone who has a marketing background or has worked as a traditional marketer, even for you it's an advantage. So all these skill sets are highly acknowledged because they helps a digital marketer perform or deliver his work more efficiently and more easily. But at the same time, these are not really mandatory skill sets. You can survive without having these skill sets, or you can enter the profile or the industry without having these skill sets. You might need to understand all these at a later stage, but it's good to start with if you don't have these skill sets. But we also have core skill sets which are like really important. You can't really enter the digital marketing space if you do not have any of those core skill sets. The first is content writing, and the second is analytical ability. Analytical ability is more of what we how and what we think through while taking up any decisions. It's a term given to breaking down complex projects or complex problems into small manageable actions which are more achievable. So you can't really learn analytical ability, you just have to develop it. You can take up games like Sudoku, and there's also an app called Skills, which helps you play games and develop your analytical skills. Or you can also take up tests, which are there, free tests available online, which are there for CAT and GMAT examination, which helps you develop the analytical abilities. Along with that, we have content writing skill sets. Um, this is more from a creative point of view. Along with that, you should be able to write down good content. By content, I mean good emails, good blog posts, good PR releases, um, which is clear, which is crisp, which is attractive, which also helps you write down good social media posts. You will be also writing good um, search engine optimization post or meta tags, keywords, descriptions, content for your Google ads. So you need to continuously write down content throughout. You need to ensure that the quality of that particular content is as per the standards or is as per the brand you are working with. So, for helping you with the content writing thing, we have created out a simple course. I'm sharing out the URL in the chat panel as well. Just fill up this um, URL or this form with I want to create a blog and press submit. This course is available completely free of cost. You don't have to worry about paying out anything. It's not really created by us. We have just curated the free resources available to ensure that you get the right content at the right time. Kindly confirm once you get the access to the course. Any questions, guys? Okay. Shall I move forward? Sure, take your time. Yes, you just need to submit on the form, and the course will be added to your LMS. Okay. Should I move forward now? Has everyone filled up the form? Okay, I just got one confirmation. Yes, it can be. You'll get the URL over email as well. So you can do it later. Okay, so what is needed from your side? The very first thing is no delay in assignment submission. Ensure that you complete all your assignments on time and do not delay your assignment work, otherwise it will be a lot of efforts which needs to be done at a later stage of time. So every week's assignment will give you assignment on a weekly basis. Every week you will get at least one assignment, which on a total it will take around less than 2 hours to complete the assignment. So if you don't do it immediately, then there's a lot of work which gets piled up for your future. So make sure you complete all the assignments on time. Log in 5 minutes before, like half of you did today. It's always necessary to log in 5 minutes before so that you can put in your questions, talk to the trainer, ask your questions, understand what's the next topic, share your concerns from the past topic or past session, and make sure that you are ready to get absorb or to absorb the learnings which are coming up in that particular session. Ask all your questions on the Q&A platform so that you don't have to wait till the email is forwarded or is managed by the coordinator. The team of training assistants will directly reply to your queries on the Q&A platform, and it's easier for us as well to manage that questions. And give regular and honest feedbacks and suggestions to your trainer, your assignment evaluator, so that we can improve, we can improvise, we can share those feedback with the right team, whether it is a technical concern, whether it is a content related feedback, whatever it is, do share it so that we don't face any issues with it. And we can, you don't face any issues with it, and we can improvise the experience for you. Plus, you also need to invest certain amount of money, especially for buying a domain name. If you do not have a website, this one is really mandatory. Either you need to have a website of your own, otherwise you can go and buy a domain name with us. We give you the process at a later stage. And other than that, we discuss about we highly suggest you to spend out certain amount of money on running out Google search and Google display ads. 500 is what we recommend. You can increase or decrease the budget based upon the budget you have. Plus, you also need to spend out, or we highly recommend you shelling out certain amount of money on on running out the ads which you created for your Facebook, on Facebook for your business or your brand. 500 is what we recommend here. Uh, while spending these amount is not really mandatory for the assignment submission, we highly suggest you to do that because that will help you understand what kind of ad you created and what kind of revenue or um, results did it generate. So it's really important to actually get your assign ads evaluated directly from Google, and that evaluation can only done by actually running down those ads. So any question about this particular slide? Questions, doubts? A domain name usually comes at the lowest cost at around 300. Um, but there are certain domains which are like really expensive. It can comes in crores and millions. So you don't have to buy those ones. Just go for the one which is available at the lowest cost. If you really want to go, or if you really are here for a business plan in mind, or if you want to start up a business, then we suggest you to going for a .com domain. Otherwise, you can switch to a .co.in, a .in, .xyz kind of domain, whichever comes into your budget and whichever is the cheapest. You learn all those Instagram and everything in social media marketing. In today's session, we will not, but yeah, when you enter into Instagram, you'll learn how to do Instagram ads. If you already have a website, then you don't have to buy anything. I mean that you don't have to buy the domain name. You can use the existing website. It doesn't really matter whether the website was created by you or was somebody else. We just need a website. Okay, let's move forward. Um, what is the thing we need to do in the very first week? This is your building up your online presence. We'll talk about this once we complete out all the questions. So if you have any questions about anything other than the website creation and online presence, just ask those questions immediately. Yeah, Sonali, we Google search ads for promotions only. So you don't have to buy a domain name if you already have a website, but you need to run through the ads for promotions and stuff. Any other question, guys? So let's no, there's nothing like free ads. You might get some coupons, but that comes directly from Google. Um, but that's more like you have to. It depends on Google's algorithm of how they pick you as a user. But it's a lot more like you have to spend out like 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, and Google will give you a coupon of 5000 for that or 2000 for that. But this used to happen earlier when Google advertising wasn't that popular. Now have they have reduced their promotional campaigns like these. They have reduced it. I'm not sure whether they have completely removed it or not, but volume is quite low in comparison to what it was there before. Okay. Um. So let's firstly understand why do you need an online presence. Um. As we always share that the course is really hands-on. We will be implementing things um, throughout the course. So, as the course says, that it's a digital marketing course, so you'll be learning about promoting or marketing a particular business or a brand or a product um, while you are training with us. So, we throughout the course we will be asking you to promote or market or brand a particular product. But if you do not have a website, then it means that you don't really have a product which you can sell. So, for example, I'm asking you to create an ad but for generating leads, but I'm not giving out to you the product. So that's the reason why we want you all to create a website or a blog to ensure that you get that product which you really like and which is built by you, and you can modify that product and sell it, market it, promote it on various channels to generate revenue, to generate leads, to generate clients for the business. It doesn't really matter whether product is your own, whether it is created with us, or whether it is someone else's business which is available for you to actually learn and implement things. So even if you have your friend or family members business or website which you are ready to use and which on which you are ready to implement all your learnings, you can do that. It's just that you need to have the admin access of that particular website to implement all those things. So is it clear why do we need an online presence? Because we are getting a product which will be selling up in the future, and we suggest you to build up a blog because that's the easiest to start with. Even if you have a business idea in mind, like um, if you have bakery plans, if you have anything in mind, you I suggest you to start with blogging and then go into developing it as a wholesome business. Any questions about this? Okay, is there anyone who already has a website? I think Sonali does. Sonali does, yes. What about you? Don't have a website. Hasnain is having a website. Okay. So Hasnain, or people who already have a website, it doesn't really matter whether it is your own website or someone's else. We are fine with it. We want you to implement that. You can use that specific website for all your project. Just ensure that you have the admin access of that website. Okay. Oops, guys, I think I shared a wrong URL with you in the previous process. This was for online presence. I did somehow I missed seeing through. So I believe you all selected that I wanted to create a blog in this one. Is it so? Yeah, I think I somehow I missed sharing the correct URL. The content course URL is available here. Cool, no worries. We wanted anyhow wanted you to get the course access of this one as well. So no problems with that. Yes, you will get all these URLs on email as well. Okay. Um, okay. Have all of you filled up this form as well? Super. Okay. So you all would get a course access which says blogging. The URL says blogging workshop, and it is this one. Is are all of you are on this page? Can you all get this course access? Okay. Okay, I'll just share out. If you enter into even into your LMS now, you will get all these pages. Said, the login would be your email ID as username and password both, but it requests you to play a video at first. If you haven't watched that video, it's okay. You just understand what's happening and you'll get it up. Okay. So after registering for this course, you will get this particular access. Um, this will be your very first task for the very first week. You need to create up a basic blog using this particular task. It will not be a super wow blog which you all will be have dreamt of. It's a basic blog. It will take up somewhere around 3 to 4 hours. Personally, it took me somewhere around 2 hours 45 minutes to complete this. Depending upon your speed and depending upon your understanding of the module and of technical space, it can extend up to like 4 hours to complete this particular task. So do not worry about it. It's completely fine if you take longer to do it. You just need to ensure that you need to complete this particular task by next Saturday. So it requires you to select, even for you, Abhishek, the login credentials would be email ID and password. So the step one asks you to actually find your niche, find your domain name. Um, by niche, it means that whether you will be selecting up um, a blog like travel, fashion, shopping, home decor, anything which you really like, pick that as your niche and find the domain name on GoDaddy. Install WordPress, install web hosting. Um, we are in partners with AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, which provides you a 1 year of free Amazon hosting. Along with that, they also give you um, they are they also give a few of our participants a dollar 500 credit, which can actually extend your websites um, live by another 6 months or so. So once you create it, you need to ensure that you do all these activities throughout and follow all the steps very much in detail so that you don't miss out on anything. Yes, you do have to complete all the 3 lessons. I'm sorry for that. It's a lot of work. So that's the reason we have kept this particular session shorter. So don't worry about missing out on anything. You need to just follow or read through any of the steps. So, like, I'm picking this one up. Yep. Some of them have videos because it's easier to catch up. Some of them have tasks or steps written to it. Just follow those particular steps and it will work fine for you. Any questions about this particular task? Questions. Okay. As the final step, I want all of you to fill up this form. This is the final form, don't worry. Considering it's your first session, we are asking you to do plenty of things. Moving forward, you will not have to do so much things. Just fill up this form. What is it saying, Abhishek? Abhishek, what is it showing? If you guys are facing any issues with logging in, you just need to call in your support team members and they'll guide you through. Guys, just fill up this form. This will be the last step which you need to do for today. So just log in with your email ID as the username and password. Abhishek, I just logged into your LMS account. I believe this is what it is showing. It's showing you a video. That's because this is a mandatory video. Until and unless you do this video, you will not be able to get the course access. So just watch this video even afterwards, and you will get all these URLs over email. So don't worry about missing out on anything. Abhishek, did you get it? You need to watch the video first, then only you can access this thing. If you watched it yesterday, then just let the coordinator know and they'll help you out with the same. Don't worry about it. Just fill up this form which I shared recently, and rest of the forms you can actually fill it up at a later stage as well. I'm picking up all the names which are there in this sheet and putting it here. So this will be your tracking sheet for future for this particular task. As you move forward, you need to just put it done over here. And by next Saturday, we want you all to put in your blog URLs over here. Whatever your blog URL is, just ensure that you put in your blog URLs here. I'm sharing the sheet URL in the chat panel. I've already shared that, but for future reference as well, you'll get these URLs over email. Any questions, guys? So, this is your last thing. You need to complete creating your blog using the task which has been already assigned to you. If you haven't, no, you don't have to save this spreadsheet anywhere. You'll get all these over email, so don't worry. If you face any issues with doing this particular task, you can just give your coordinator a call and they'll guide you through. If not, you must put in your questions on the Q&A platform and you will get a response from our team. Great. I think we are done with the session. If you have any questions, stick around. Otherwise, you're free to leave the session. Just ensure you complete your task for this week by next Saturday, which is block creation. Otherwise, you will have a lot of challenges, especially because your next module or your very first module will be starting up from the next week, which means that you will have another assignment coming up your way on next Saturday. So it will be a lot like piling up of work on your head, and we don't want you to suffer because of that. So just ensure you do this assignment by next Saturday and have a great weekend. Enjoy your time with family, friends, and enjoy the day. Don't worry about how your session will progress and how your course will progress. We'll ensure that you get the best quality content delivered to you. And if you're stuck somewhere, just let your coordinator know and they'll guide you throughout your journey with us. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.